Welcome back. In this video, we're focusing on the odd category in the 2025 National Mah Jongg League card, also known as the 13579 section. It's also really important to note that the numbers are fixed, meaning that you must use the numbers written on the card. They are not flexible as they were in the consecutive run category. Okay, so I have separated out the even tiles. We will just be using these tiles here, the odds, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and then also the dragons, the jokers, the flowers, and the winds. I also wanted to point out the little odds, which is 1, 3, 5, and then we have big odds, which is 9, 7, 5. So these 5 go in both the little odds and the 5s go in the big odds. And the reason why we do that is because the majority of the hands are split up into little odds, either 1, 3, 5, or big odds, which is 5, 7, 9. So the first hand we're looking at is this very first one here, the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and then the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And it says any 1 or 3 suits. So this one would be the 1 suit, and this one would be the 3 suits. You can do crack, dots, bams, but it has to be 3 suits. Now it's funny, I was looking around old Mah Jongg cards to see if I can see where some of these hands were recycled, and this one is almost in almost every single card since the very beginning. So I'm not pulling out every single card, but this hand keeps showing up year after year after year. So here we have both the hands. This bottom one here, this is the 1 suit, the crack. I chose crack for all of them. And of course, you can put your joker in your pung. You can put your joker in your kong. You cannot put them in the pair. And here we have our 3 suits. So we have bam, crack, and dot. And the 5 kong in the middle needs to be a different suit. And also on this line, just as in the consecutive runs, it has to be these numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So this is one of the hands that uses both the little odds and the big odds. And this is what the pattern looks like. Pair, pung, kong, pung, pair. So it goes up and down. And that's the first hand on the card. And this is the next hand. We are doing little odds, which is 1, 3, 3, 5, pung, kong, pung, kong. And then this is big odds, 5, 7, 7, 9, pung, kong, pung, kong. And the instructions for both of the hands on this second line is any 2 suits. So both the little odds and the big odds have to be 2 suits. And this is what they look like. We have a pung of 1, a kong of 3s, a pung of 3s in a different suit, and a kong of 5s in a different suit. This is the little odds. In the big odds, we have pung of 5s, a kong of 7s, a pung of 7s, a kong of 9s. Again, 2 suits, crack, crack, bam, bam. And this is the pattern, pung, kong, pung, kong. Now what's great about this hand is jokers can be used in every single block. You can use a joker here, a joker here, joker here, joker here, joker here, joker here, joker there, and joker there. And again, remember, you can use in one block can be all jokers. Like this could be, we could do this and this. Where are my jokers? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And you can do that. And so a joker can be used in every single block on this hand. So we have little odds, pung, kong, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2 suit, dot, dot, bam, bam. Big odds, pung, kong, kong. Big odds, 5 crack, 7 crack. And we're saying this is going to be 7 bam, 9 bam. And this is the pattern, pung, kong. And again, you can use jokers in every single block. You can use jokers here, you can use jokers here, you can use jokers here, and you can use jokers here. So this is a very friendly joker hand. Okay, we're moving to the third line down, and there are 2 hands. Both of them one suit only. You only need one suit with the corresponding dragons. We have little odds 1 through 5 and big odds 5 through 9. And the dragons are corresponding dragons, meaning they need to match the suit that you choose. So if you choose cracks, it has to be a red dragon. If you use dots, it has to be a soap or a white dragon. Okay, and here we have the tiles laid out for you. In this top row, we have the little odds, and I chose BAM. So we have a Kong of 1 BAMs, a Pung of 3 BAMs, a Kong of 5 BAMs, and the corresponding dragons. And here is what the pattern looks like. We have Kong, Pung, Kong, Pung. And again, the dragons have to match your suit. So the green dragon match the BAM and the red dragons match the crack. You can also use jokers in every single block here. So jokers can be used throughout this particular hand. Okay, so we are looking at the 4th hand down, and we just have one hand on the 4th line here. It looks like we have a Kong of flowers, a Kong of 1s, a Kong of 9s, and then a 1 0, and it's any 2 suits, and those numbers only. So the 1 0 has to be, well, the 1 has to be a different suit than what you chose for the Kong of 1s and the Kong of 9s. So the 0 is a soap. The flowers there, they don't have any suit affiliation, so that doesn't count as a different suit. So the suits are the Kong of 1s, Kong of 9s, and then that 1 is a different suit, and then the 0 is always a soap. And again, 2 suits, those numbers only. And this is what it looks like when it's laid out in tiles. We have, again, our Kong of flowers. You can put jokers in there. You can put a joker in there. Kong of 1s, I chose the dots. Kong of 9s, again, so you have 9 dots. And then the different suit for the 1, I chose a crack. And of course, you see the soap there, 1 0. So it is Kong, 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 pair. So it's Kong, 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 pair. And you can use jokers in the first 3 blocks. You cannot use a joker in the 1 and 0. So here we are, 5th hand down, and we have 2 hands. One hand, it says any 1 suit, or second hand, any 3 suits. And the 3 suits have to be the numeric tiles here. So we have a Pung of flowers, a Chow, which are single tiles, 1 3 5, Kong of 7s, and a Kong of 9s. You cannot use a joker in the Chow, the 1 3 5. And over here, it's just demonstrating the 3 suits. So you use any 3 suits, Chow, Kong, and Kong. And I will show you what this looks like in real life, our real tiles. This is what that hand looks like in real life. This first one up here, this is the first hand on that line, a Pung. I chose dots, so I have the Chow of 1 3 5, a Kong of 7 dots, and a Kong of 9 dots. Here, I chose to use all jokers, which you can, for the flowers, a Pung, and then my Chow, 1 3 5, and then I went with 7 BAMs. And I'm going to say this is 9 dot. You can use all 4 jokers in a Kong and just say that's your 9 dot. And this is what the pattern looks like, Pung, and then individual. So you have 1 3 5. Those are single tiles. You have a Kong and a Kong. And that's that pattern for that particular hand. And also in this hand, you are using all the numeric tiles in the odd section. So there's no little odds or big odds in this particular hand. Okay, we're going to look at the offsuit dragon next. These are divided up into little odds, big odds, any 3 suits with opposite dragons. You'll have to have 1 suit in your numeric tiles, and then in your dragons, you have to have different corresponding suits. And same for the big odds, and I will show you what that looks like. So here we have the little odds up here, Pung, Pung, Kong, pair, pair. So I chose dot, Pung of 1 dot, Pung of 3 dots, Pung of 5, or Kong of 5 dots, and then the dragons that do not correspond with dots would be the red dragons and the green dragons. So I have a pair of each of those. So here we go again on the big odds. I chose cracks, pung of 5 cracks, pung of 7 cracks, a kong of 9 cracks, a pair of soaps, and a pair of red dragons. And this is what our pattern looks like. Pung, pung, kong, pair, pair. Pair, pair. We have that pair, pair again. We have that also up in the consecutive run. So this is a fun hand for me. I love dragons. It's just getting your pairs. And again, you can only use your jokers in your pungs and your kong. No jokers over there. Bad. That's no joker. No joker territory. So we are doing the news hands now. In the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, we have a little odd and we have the big odd. And there needs to be any 2 suits. So you have to have 2 suits. So we have the 1, 3, the news, 3, 5. We have 5, 7, the news, 7, 9. And this hand is worth 30 points. And it's exposed. So you can pick a discard for your pungs there. And you can pick a discard if you're going to do Mah Jongg, or if you have Mah Jongg, for your pairs or for the single tiles, the news. But you can use just mid-play, before your Mah Jongg, you can use a joker there in your pung, and your pung, and your pung, and your pung. So only in the pungs in this hand can you use the jokers. So this is what that hand looks like in real life. We have 2 suit, pair, pung, 1, 3, our news tile, single, pung of 3 bams, and a pair of 5 bams. So I went with the dots and the bams. Here for the big odds, I did the cracks and the dots. So I have pair, pung, news, single tiles, pung, pair. And this is what the pattern blocks look like. So you have pair, pung, you have single, and then you have a pair, you have a pung, and then a pair there. So on this line, we actually only have 1 hand. And it says any 2 suits. Now the 1s and the 9s, the terminal tiles, which is the 1s and 9s, those are called terminal tiles, have to be the same suit. And then the pairs in the middle have to be another suit. You have to go by how this is laid out in the card. You can't do 7s and 9s as the same suit. You can't just do it all over. You have to have it laid out by the way the card is showing you. And then also I think I went a little cattywampus on the previous, when I was showing you the previous hand, but on that news hand, that's 30 points. And then also on this hand is 30 points. And then of course our closed hand, the last hand, that will be 30 points too. But these 2 are exposed. This is what that hand looks like. This is a correct hand. You have your kong of 1 dots and then your kong of 9 dots, which match. And then you have your pair of 3s and these are in the same suit, a pair of 3 cracks, a pair of 5 cracks, and a pair of 7 cracks. And this is what the blocks look like. You have kong, pair, 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 kong. And these always add up to 14 for your Mah Jongg. So let me show you what you cannot do. You cannot do this. So even though there's still 2 suits here, technically, you can change these to the same suit as one of the terminal tiles. So this is no, 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 no. This has to be, the 7 dot has to be the cracks, like these pairs. So all the pairs have to be the same suit. This is our last hand, and we have a closed hand here, and it's 30 points. So we have our little odds and we have our big odds. And since it's closed, that means that you cannot pick up a discard and expose a pung. We have a pair of flowers and then little odds, pair of 1 and 3, pung pung of 1 and 3, and then a different suit of a 5. And it has to look like this. So you can't do 3 and 5 as one suit and then that is a different suit. And here we have the big odds. So we have the 5, 7, 9, 3 suits, and it's telling you here, closed hand, 30 points. So this card is interesting because if you look, you actually have 3 30 points. 2 are exposed, which means you can do exposures. You can pick up a discard and expose a pung or a kong. And then in this one, this is closed. So the only discard you can pick up is for Mah Jongg. And so this is what the hand looks like in real life. We have a pair of flowers I chose cracks for the first two blocks. So I have one crack, three cracks. I chose dots for the next block. So I have a pung of one dot, a pung of three dots. And then for my last suit, I have the 5 bam in a pair. And then down here for our big odds, I have a pair of flowers, and then the 5s are dots and the 7 are dots. So those first two blocks are dots. And then the next two blocks are cracks. So I have 5 crack, 7 crack, and then a pair of bams because that's the third suit. So you have 3 suits as it's prescribed in the illustration on the card. And here we have our blocks look like pair, 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 pung, pung, pair. So that's kind of fun. Pair, 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 pung, pung, pair. You can use a joker if you get it in the well, you wouldn't get it in the Charleston. If you get it in the deal, you can use your joker here. Or if you pick it from the wall, you can use it here as well. And you can also do joker exchanges on concealed hands. You just cannot pick up a discard and expose tiles. So that is the last hand. This is a closed hand, and it is worth 30 points. Let's take a look at some earlier odd hands. This is from 1941, and Dorothy Meyerson would put out these books through the decades, actually, and you can see here the different hands. So let's go to 13579. So this is the first hand that we have in our card, and it's interesting, they have it concealed. Ours is exposed, so that means that you can't take a discard and expose a pung or a kong. And then they also have it in, let's see, that's 1, 2, and 3 suits. And this is where ours is here. So that's the same thing, pung, kong, pung, pair. And they call it pyramid hand because the pattern is like a pyramid. This is the pattern that they're calling pyramid. You have pair, pung, kong, pung, pair. So it goes up and down like a pyramid. So that started might have even gone back earlier than 1941. It's just what I have now. These two are the pyramid hands, which we have on our card currently. And let's see, don't think any others that we have. This is the official card from that year. And here are the pyramids. They mixed consecutive and then they mixed the odds. These second two are the pyramid hands that we have in our odd section. I want to thank you for being here and being a part of this channel. I really do appreciate you, and I appreciate your time as well. I thought I'd leave you with a couple more cards, the 1945 card and the 1959-1960 card. These categories are fun to look at, and it's also fun to see how they've evolved. The categories for about the past 30, 35 years, if not more, have become really a lot more standardized. They don't go by the shape of the hands as far as a category. I also believe that the hands are easier to understand and read. So thank you again for stopping by, and again, I do appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.